Hey guys, we're here. This is part 10, and I am finally completing. At the end of this video, you will see the end piece for that DNA tree. Boy, I hope you have enjoyed all of those parts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on till we get to this one, and enjoy. I've got some scrap wire here, and I'm going to use my copper 20 gauge scrap wire. I'm gonna try finishing off this root system. So I've got 4 pieces here, and they're about 6 inches. Yeah, about 6 inches long, and I'm going to add them to the bottom of this DNA and try to get it finished up. So what I'm doing is putting these 4 extra pieces here into the V, so I kind of made like an X. All right, I made the X, so now I've got 5 pieces that are connected to the DNA on this side and 5 on this side. So I'm going to take 3 and add 2 and twist those together. One more time to lock it in place. And then the 2 that I have left, I'm going to add to these 2 that were connected. Twist those right down in there. 2, 3. Now that locked that in place also. So now I need to do the other side. I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to take 2 of the extra wires that I pulled from that bundle, add 2 that were connected to the DNA. Get in there nice and tight. It's 1, 2, 3, and then the other 1, 2, 3. All right, and then these 3 pieces of wire I'm going to connect. I've been saying 3 half turns, and sometimes I find myself saying 3.5 turns. But if you've been listening to me a lot, it's 3 half turns to lock that into place. All right, let's see what we got here. This might give it a little bit more stability for the root system, so we'll have to see what happens there. Then, okay, so for this one I have 4. I've got 5 on this side and 5 on that side, so I'm going to take from my extra bundle of 20 gauge copper wire, pulling 4 strands out, and doing the same thing as I did on this side. Yeah, now I finished the other side, and I think for the size of this tree and the 4 extra pieces of wire that I added to this side and to this side, I think is going to be sturdy enough for this tree to stand. So what I'm going to do now is twist all of these to the ends. Well, I have all my end pieces all twisted up, and I'm twisting them and was thinking at the same time, I don't have any anchors to get this into the base that I'm thinking about using. So I'm gonna take more scrap wire that I have and make a couple of anchors. So I'm going to add that in. It might look a little bit bulky, but I think I can hide all of that bulkiness, but give the bottom of the DNA tree a little bit more strength, and then also the anchors that I will need to get it into the base. So that's what I'm going to do. I added excuse me, I added those 4 extra pieces. So a total on each side, I added 8 pieces to get this root system, and then I twisted them up. So now for each side, I am going to use 2 anchors, and I think it will be 1 on each end of the root system here that I have put on this DNA tree. So again, these will be my anchors, and these will be my anchors. Now, go get a base, drill some holes, and see what this looks like. Like I said earlier in earlier videos, this is kind of top heavy with only using 20 pieces of wire to create this spiraled DNA tree. Okay, here we are with the base, and I put that the roots on there with the add-on wire. I picked out a base, and this is what we got. Oh my goodness. All right, well, you know what? I always feel like I need to see the whole project through. So I'm playing with this, and I'm just not sure. Oh man. I don't know. What do you think? Should we just keep it a hanging DNA tree? No, let's go for it. Okay. So to strengthen up this, and I'm thinking out loud here. This is I know that it's got the strength to hold it up. What I'm hoping to is just to make it sturdy. Oh, okay, so I'm pushing in to do this. Yeah, if I push this in a little bit, I think maybe this will work. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my pencil, make 4 dots where I'm going to put the anchors in, but I'm going to offset it. I'm going to offset it so that This can be used for this area right here for a small photo for the DNA tree. All right, next shot, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the base, and hopefully it's a little bit sturdier than what I'm looking at now. Following through and getting that project done, figuring it out, maybe doing some drawings, maybe playing with wire, lots of scrap wire, get the whole thing together and do it. Just do it. Okay, here we go. The DNA tree, it is on the base using that little bit of extra wire that I used for the root system, putting it on a base with a photo. There you go. All of the steps have completed. Congratulate yourself, you got to this point. Now you'll have all these videos to go back to if the DNA tree is something that you're looking to create. Thank you guys for being patient, getting us to this point. I showed you all of the steps that I took, the mistakes, the long, tedious editing to get to this point. Thank you guys. Have an awesome day, and we will talk soon.